What's going on, boys and girls? This is a wet, cold, and rainy Monday night here in Alabama, and we're going to make some corn dogs. I just got home from work, and my camera's looking really, really foggy. I got to fix something. There you go. That looks a whole lot better. Well, like I'm saying, it's a Monday evening. I just got home from work about 30, 40 minutes ago, and I had leftovers in the refrigerator. I didn't want leftovers. I wanted something kind of special. I didn't really have a real hard day at work today. It was kind of, people get scared when it's calling for ice and snow, which I don't think it's going to do anything, but who knows. But anyway, I wanted some corn dogs today, so we're going to show you my corn dog recipe, and maybe you guys can try it. There's a bunch of them out there, guys, and you got to try it. But this one right here is fairly easy. All right. All right, and I called it corn dogs, but it's actually smoked sausage dogs right here. These are Georgia boys right here, these big old hot dogs here. And this recipe is originally for like a 12 pack or four big giant hot dogs. So I cut it in half. So we're going to use half a cup of flour, about 6 tablespoons of cornmeal, 1.5 tablespoons of sugar, half a teaspoon of baking powder, fourth of a teaspoon of baking soda. We're going to use some Tony Chachere's. That's what that is. Now you can use just regular pepper, cayenne pepper, and salt as well too. Breaking it down into fourth to eighth complements. And then we're going to use, it calls for an egg, but we're going to use just some egg whites, and we're going to use about a half a cup of buttermilk. Got your bowl here. Got you some skewers. You got this glass right here is for pouring the batter in so that it can stand up to put the batter on the smoked sausage. And then we've got our oil warming up right here, and this is just some canola oil. All right, I wanted to keep this simple, so we're going to put all our dry ingredients together here. That was our all-purpose flour. We got our cornmeal here. Got our sugar, got our baking powder and baking soda here as well too. And we're gonna mix that all together here. Get it nice and mixed up here. And it's got that Tony Chachere's in it, boy. And that Tony Chachere's does not play. I can smell it messing with my nose right now. Okay, now we're going to take our egg mixture here, pour that in there. It's already mixed pretty much. Oh, I knew that sneeze was coming. That Tony Chachere's, boy. All right, we're going to pour this in here. Some people don't have a problem with Tony Chachere's and sneezing, but me, every time I've used it, and I thought maybe it was me, but I don't know. I mean, you could be using it in this kitchen anywhere, and it will make you sneeze. We're just going to mix our batter up here. And if it looks like we need to add some more to it, we will. We don't want to over mix this, but we don't want to under mix it either. All right. That's about the consistency that we want here. You want it to be almost like pancake batter. Okay, now we're going to take our sausages here, and we're going to cut these in half. Cut this in half. Make sure that they're completely dry as well. Keep the line here. And then we're going to take our skewers, and we're going to go all the way through here till it just, these things are sharp, so watch your hand, till it just kind of stops right there. We'll do all those like that, and then we'll come back. All right, once you get them all skewered, you're not going to need all of this skewer, guys, so you want to cut off a portion of it. You don't want to use all of it here. So we're going to cut off all of it except for about half an inch. I mean, inch and a half. There you go. Now we're going to get our mixture into a glass here. Now you don't have to use a glass. You could use any type of cup. But you just want to make sure it all goes in there. And sometimes the corn starch and the baking powder will make it actually stick. That's why it's important that you have dry meat here. I probably cut those sticks a little bit too short. We're going to make this work here though. All right, so we're going to take this in here and we're going to put it down in here like this, rotate it around, or try to rotate it around. And as you're bringing it out, do it just like that. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make sure it's fully covered too, y'all. All right, and then make sure it's fully covered. Now we're gonna take this over to the heat. All righty, now we're gonna add it in there, add it directly. We're gonna do some more like that. Again, you're doing the same thing. Just make sure it's covered. Kind of swirl it around so it's even. And then you see what the gist is. Alrighty guys, you want that to cook for about 4 minutes for each side. Now this oil is really, really hot, so the oil is already at about 425 degrees, so we're probably only going to cook it for about 3 minutes, and then we're going to flip them. Alrighty, y'all, these are cooking. They're cooking pretty doggone fast because the oil is so high, so we're going to flip them. But isn't that pretty? Doesn't that look good? Yeah, that one looks good and burnt, don't it? Let's look at this one here. This one right here looks real good. So we're not gonna, you want that temperature to be at about 350, guys. It was about 425. So some of those are a little bit toasty, but they'll be edible. All righty, we're gonna go ahead and take these out now. This one looks great right here. This one looks pretty good here. This one looks like the stepchild you don't like. This one right here looks like that other stepchild. Them two hang out together. So, couldn't come out too bad right there. They usually take about 4 minutes. Make sure that your oil is not too doggone hot though, guys. Well, that's what you get when it's a little bit too hot. These right here are great. This one right here it's edible, guys. I can already tell you it's edible because I'll eat anything. Not that it would not be edible to somebody else that I made it for, because once you put ketchup and mustard and all that good stuff on it, they're still going to be edible. It's just got a little bit of a scorch up there. So there we have it, y'all. Some sausage sausage corn dogs. They look good. I'm going to plate these with some coleslaw and some ketchup and some mustard, and we're going to have a quick little meal. Thanks for watching. You guys try it. Just don't try it with the heat that I use. Again, make sure you control that temperature, because mine was too high, and I knew it was a little bit too high, but they still came out good. You can always test the temperature of your sausage as well too by using a meat thermometer, just to make sure it's cooked thoroughly on the inside, which these are already pre-cooked, so they're already done. Alrighty, y'all, we're gonna plate those things up. We plated them up with some coleslaw and some ketchup and some mustard. See how I cut them open so you can see what the inside looks like. They're still steaming. That's gonna be some good eating. Catch y'all later. Peace.